We started a bit early, hun. And I think we started. Yeah, we started. Hello, we're a bit early.
Hello, I'm here, don't worry.
Do we need to go back a bit, hun? Do we need to go back a bit?
We're trying a new position. Gosh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure I feel. Oh, blimey.
Oh, babe.
I know.
That's all right.
That's all right. I'm not sure this new position, man.
I wonder if this will mark for good.
Maybe it will, maybe it won't.
Never mind.
I get some proper thing.
That's
This is a
all
bit of a
right.
disastrous start. Excuse
No,
us.
it's all right. It's all right. Nice to see you, everybody. Happy Saturday. How's your day? How have you been? Have you started seeing people? Have you been to a restaurant? What are you up to?
It's Independence Day in the UK, apparently.
Oh,
Yes, 4th of July.
in the US.
It is US Independence Day, but in the UK, apparently, because it's the 4th of July,
Yeah.
and everyone's allowed to go back to the pubs, they're calling it Super Saturday, Independence Day.
Have you been back to the pubs? Are you scared to go back to the pubs? Are you excited? I think we should. Hi, Doris. Hi, I never know how to say that.
Angela 50. You should know this by now.
Bitchy says it. I don't know.
Right, sorry, but
It's.
cleaning.
Have you got your drink, Johnny? Do you want
I
me to
have,
get
yeah.
it?
No, that's okay. I'm trying to
I
spill
think
this
we
now.
should try and go back if we
I've got a new
can.
posh new champagne glass.
We should try and go back if we can. So our week then. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Our week then.
Well, before, yeah, we have been. I mean, I went to my first meal out yesterday.
How was it, Johnny? Stop.
Sit
Come
down.
on.
We
Stepped
had
on
our
the
first
dining
meal out
table.
yesterday with a friend. So a friend of mine owns a restaurant in Chiswick, which is in West London, and he had a few friends at a soft opening just to try and get ready for
Hello,
today.
Hazel.
And
Hi,
we've
Karen.
had quite a good lockdown in that we have been cooking fresh food for ourselves and so on. But to have food cooked by a professional
Oh, it
chef,
must have been lovely.
it was. You forget.
And you want to support them.
Well, of course, you want to support these kind of restaurants, but it was pasta with a wild boar kind of sauce, and seared tuna. It's the sort of thing you can't really do at home, really.
But what we had at home on our anniversary was
That was very nice.
incredible.
That was very nice.
We had a takeaway from Comfort and Joy. What a lovely name, Comfort and Joy.
Hi, Green
And it
Salt.
was so good. So good, Nahan.
It was, yeah. It was a Chinese, sort of, Oriental kind of
Oriental.
food.
It was really good.
Very nice, man.
So this was our anniversary. We
Yep.
had this
So this
delicious
is a big
meal.
one. Hold on a second. It was because you got into a big deal last week, if you remember.
29th.
Well, no, it was
29th
29th,
is big.
which it's a big
29th
number.
was big.
But everyone was on tender shelf as to whether I would pull it off or not.
You did pull it off.
I think
what
I
did you
did.
do?
I remembered. No, I get a fantastic card.
Yeah, you got me a lovely card that said, happy anniversary, darling. Just hypothetically, if we get divorced, can I keep the house? So it was a good... I wouldn't give you the house.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
It's not going to come to that.
Okay.
But do you know what was lovely? We had this delicious meal. We watched The Great Gatsby, which
Yes.
we've watched many times, but watched again. It's such an incredible movie
It
to
really
watch.
is.
So beautiful.
If you've not seen it, you really
And then
should.
we went to bed and did something very stimulating. We did the Guardian crossword.
The crossword in bed.
Which is actually heaven. Can I just tell you that this is what comfort and joy is to me, is feeling so comfortable and content with somebody that what you want to do is sit and do the Guardian crossword. I'm not complaining. It was wonderful.
It was fun, but it kind of sounds... Oh my God.
I don't mind.
Very middle-aged.
I don't care how it sounds. I don't care. I'm like that lady who's, that poem about purple hair. I don't care.
Wearing purple.
Wearing purple. I don't care. I felt comfortable and happy.
Happy, yes.
And
it was very
content.
nice.
And content is as good as it gets in my book.
After 29 years,
Yeah. And we've been through some rocky periods. And
I think everyone has.
Everyone has. That's a really good point, is that everyone has been through rocky periods. And I remember this time when we went to a restaurant, and I remember having this moment of sitting there and thinking, wow, do you know, probably everybody that I'm looking at everybody has a story to tell. And everybody here has been through something big, probably. I mean, to be on this earth, to experience life, you'd have probably been through something big.
That's what life is experience.
Life is experience. And actually, I think if you've been through something big, it's a blessing, because that's where you grow from.
Yes.
And so I just remember looking at all these people.
That saying you always say, your greatest learning comes from your deepest hurt.
It does, yeah. And so But I remember looking at all these people and thinking, you know what, don't judge them because of how they're dressed or what you think of the way they speak or any of that. They've all got a story to tell. They all have hurt and vulnerability and a level of shame and whatever it might be, but we're all the same.
Well, I brought it home to me this week. Do you know a chap called Stephen Bing?
No. I've heard the name, I don't know
So
who.
Stephen Bing was a very, very wealthy chap.
Right.
He was married to Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, yeah, I remember, blonde guy.
One of those beautiful women in the world.
After she married Nair or whatever.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But, you know, so
golfer? Anything to do with golf?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Although he was very wealthy.
Yeah.
He's married to one of those beautiful women in the world.
Yeah.
You know, he had his fabulous life. Killed himself.
Oh, no.
And
When was that?
Just the other week. Right?
Oh.
And I thought, wow, you know, if this person who, on the face of it, has got everything, can't overcome, you know, you can't seem to reconcile these demons. You know, it goes to show that wealth or, you know, having things is no guarantee of happiness.
No, it's not.
You know,
No.
and doing the gardening crossword in bed, if it makes you happy, do the gardening crossword in bed. You know?
Don't do what you think will make you look good in the eyes of other people, because it's not about them, it's about you.
No. That's true.
But in order to know your happiness, this is the thing, is again going back to Ayurveda. If you can learn about yourself enough, and I don't mean that in a kind of, navel-gazing, kind of indulgent way, but if you really get to know yourself, then you are more likely to know what makes you happy.
Yes.
And not what you think should make you happy.
Or bad peer pressure as to...
Or bad peer pressure.
Or Instagram pressure, you know, looking at other people.
Instagram is terrible, yeah.
Looking at other people, looking at their so-called fabulous lives and thinking, why is my life not fabulous like their life is?
Absolutely. Their life is not fabulous. Everybody's life has
ups
and downs. And
chaos. You know?
Everybody's life has chaos. So yeah, we had a lovely anniversary.
Oh, by the way, it starts at a haircut. Everyone can see that.
Yeah, can you see? He looks like a little puppy. My sister's here, and my sister got to finally go back
home.
to Delhi after 15 weeks
4 months,
of lockdown in the UK, and she literally arrived 2 days before the lockdown. And how challenging that must have been for her.
She was
not to be in her own home.
Trooper, though.
She was an absolute trooper who really grew from it and helped us all to grow, because
absolutely.
she came into our home, love and light, cooking.
Very good energy.
Very good energy. It's not easy, even though it's your own sibling, pardon. Even if it's your own sibling, it's not easy to be in somebody else's home. It's not easy.
Julia Bradbury doesn't burp on screen.
Who?
Julia Bradbury.
Oh, yeah, and we were on. I was on Julia Bradbury's. Well, we both were on Julia Bradbury's podcast called A Little Bit of Positive.
We love you, Julia.
She is so wonderful. If you don't follow her, you should. She's a wonderful energy, and we are very mindful of who we share our story with, because you don't want it sensationalized. You know, the loss of a child is not something to sensationalize, and it's or to wear as a badge or to monetize. No. But because Julia is so sensitive and comes from a good place, we were happy to talk to her. And I would listen to the podcast and I would follow Julia.
And she's funny as well, right? She is.
You know, she's
not sort of worthy and serious. I mean, she has that element, but she's fun and light.
But you know, I think it's once a week, Julia dances on her bed on Instagram. She just wears a nice dress and jumps around and dances on her bed to lovely music. That takes energy.
It really does.
It takes a lot of giving of yourself, and she does it with wholeheartedness, and the world's a better place for her.
Yeah.
And
I'm not feeling this new setup. I can't read the messages.
I know. You just have to go forward like you used to do,
God.
darling.
Okay, fine.
Suman's just a smiley face.
Yes.
And I want to tell you all, Bittu's got his tabla exam on
God.
Tuesday.
I have.
What's the exam? What does that make you?
It's my second year of my diploma. I'm doing a 3-year diploma.
And what happens at the end of 3 years? You get your diploma.
I get my diploma.
But what does that mean?
It means that I've got a 3-year diploma in tabla. That's all it. Well, what do any qualification after a certain age? You know, unless you're doing professional qualifications that you need to get into a certain position in your job or something, you're just doing it for the hell of it, really.
Have you enjoyed it?
You know what? I've loved doing tabla, but exams are so challenging. You forget, because normally, you know, as you go through your life, you're not really judged by anyone.
Yeah.
You know, where you have to pass a test. It's a really bizarre thing at 57 to have someone say, come on, okay, what do you know about this subject? And if you don't know enough, they're going to say, well, that was rubbish. That never happens to me.
I'm going to put these in front of you now. Can you play something?
I'll play a bit later on.
You know what I'd like to hear, Vic, when you do your tabla thing? No, because it's a nice sound. Can you do it?
I can do it later on. Because I have to sit down and do it.
Oh, just do it here.
I can't just do it here, dear.
Why? Why?
Because you have to sit down and do it. There's a thing called, I've learned this thing called, it's called gala. Gala is the...
black.
name.
It means black.
Well, but not in the tabla. In tabla, it means skill or art. It's the whole act of playing the tabla. So you have the way you sit, the way you...
How do you... Oh, hands, yeah. Why does all that matter?
Because otherwise you can't do it properly. You have to be in the moment with it. Tabla is like meditation. I guess like playing any instrument, it's like a kind of meditation.
Can I just tell you, I'm also feeling very odd being in our new position.
I know, I'm not feeling
it's very odd. I can't see you. You know, one of our really good friends, Kelly, she's here for lunch. She's amazing and she knows all about...
Me More TV.
Yeah, Me More TV. Me More TV is another channel I would recommend following. But she's really good at setting up camera things and all of that.
She was a former TV presenter
back
in Australia.
She had a model agency and she was a TV presenter. So she's told us this setup is better for us. And she's probably right, but I'm used to my old comfortable...
I know.
We're used to our old comfortable settings.
I feel like we're TV presenters on a daytime TV show.
I know. Say something daytime TV show.
Stay classy, San Diego. That's a quote from Anchorman, one of my favourite movies.
But what would they say on breakfast TV?
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch breakfast TV.
I don't watch. I used to watch Julia Bradbury on breakfast TV. She used to be on GMTV doing the Hollywood news, and I remember her from those days. All that time ago.
True, man.
We're about 67 now, aren't we? I'll be 54, you're 57, right?
I am, yeah.
Do you feel it, darling?
Do I feel it?
What does 57 feel like, actually?
Actually, I always think with these things, if you want to, people say, you look well for your age. And I think, ask a 20-year-old. Ask a 20-year-old.
Me too.
And they will tell you whether you look your age or not. And they will be brutal about it. And you know what? They will say, yeah, you look about 57.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it?
It doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But what do you want for your remaining years? What do you want?
I think with these things, well, if you have a comfortable life, you want more of the same. As you get older, actually, you want to make sure you stay healthy.
Yeah.
That is the thing. I went with friends yesterday, and a lot of these guys were Danish, right? Sort of Frederick and Morty and Christian and so on.
You went to play golf.
Yeah, so before the meal.
Yeah.
These guys are like all 6'5". Right?
Yeah.
So it's me and my sort of my couple of friends, all both Indian guys. These are all my friends actually. But to see us little Indian guys, and we're not small. I mean, I'm 5'9", and Morley's like nearly 6 foot and stuff. But we were like hobbits compared to these Danish guys.
Yeah.
It was very odd. But anyway, that brought back to me the importance of trying to keep some kind of health. To try and keep moving. Just keep moving. Keep cycling or jogging or swimming or yoga. Anything. Just
let's move forward.
Oh, Anita.
No, we can move forward because I'm feeling too far. Like you said, we're feeling too far, and you're right, Adrian. I like our old position.
I know, same here.
We're going to go back to our old position. Can you do a tour of your house one day? Yeah, when I've cleaned the bathroom. Yeah, are you a burglar? No, of course we can. I could show you a bit now, but it's really messy because we had friends over for
drunken friends.
We had friends over for lunch. Shall I show you a little bit? Why not? How do I do it? Because at the moment it's on me, right? How do I turn it?
I don't know. Is that one there?
Oh yeah, turn it. Okay, it's a bit of a mess, but okay. So that's one side of the living room, and then that's our sofa. It's a bit blurry. That's our sofa. That's that lovely thing of my daddy's. That's the side. That's our little cane swing. And that's the garden. I love the garden so much. So much. I couldn't do without it. So that's the garden. Needs a bit of love and due to pour. There you go, you're back. And then this problem. This is our dining area. But guys, this is actually a trestle table, look, because I sold our table on eBay. So that's actually a trestle table, but it goes to show you that you can just use a trestle table. And then this is our kitchen with a lot of stuff on it right now. This is our kitchen, a lot of stuff. and it's very messy because we've just had lunch. This I bought in an Sunbury antique market, which I've spoken to you about before, which I absolutely love. This is Bittu's father's. He typed this by hand. He wrote a book on Ayurveda, like a little leaflet book, and he typed that by hand. I mean, imagine if he needed Tipex on that. That couldn't have been fun. There's about 30 pages of that, and I've got it up on our wall. These were from an antique market. They're 1920s. These were all from the garden, which I love, love, love. These are from an antique market. I think if you have all new, this is our Triphala, which I take, at the moment I'm taking every night. I don't always take. I take it at night time. I prefer to take it at night time. This is one of our friends has left her phone here. She'll come back for it. Sum. That is, I used to have a shop in Notting Hill about 20 years ago, and this was in our shop, this big cabinet. And now I've got it in the house. And this wallpaper, which is on one wall, this is all hand embroidered. Don't know if you can tell, but it's all hand embroidered. It's so beautiful. And then I've got a picture of Millie up there. So as you walk in, you see, because she loved butterflies, so why not? I won't show you upstairs now, but that gives you a glimpse. And now that's a lovely neon heart. That's my son when we went to Namibia, and that is a little Krishna picture he did on his 7th birthday, and I just think it's so charming. And now, these were from an antique market too. Oh look, you can see me in there now. These are from our garden. These a friend just brought round. Now we'll go and sit again. This is a lovely big bookshelf up to the ceiling, which I love, love, love. Do you recognise any of the books? I sometimes show you some of these books. You can see them here. See if you spot anything that you've read. There you go. These are from my wedding time. We wear kalitris. I love this. A friend of mine's daughter, Maya, a very, very dear friend, painted this for me. I love it. And it reminds me that sometimes you're going through hell. Just keep going, because eventually you'll come out the other side. This is a book I wrote, an interiors book, and this one is in German, but there are many different versions of it. Now I'll go and sit down again. So here we are. Now how do I turn it round? How do I turn it?
Same thing.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. That was a sort of house tour. So yeah, I'm feeling very odd being in this position. It's
I don't
really
think I've got
strange.
enough love for my performance. That sounds horrible. My performance, I guess, for our anniversary, because also Anita said it was. Yeah, that's the wrong word.
I know, darling.
It was 29 years is furniture.
Oh yeah.
And so, in fact, a friend of ours who does Anita's hair, actually, a young lady. Her boyfriend is just starting out as a career in making furniture.
Do you?
So we asked him to make us a bedroom. That's all.
A chest of drawers.
Yes.
And we'll have 29. This Rani just said she remembers my interior show.
Oh my God! Yes.
Rani, you know what? That was such a weird thing, because I had no intention of doing an interior show. I happened to be having a meeting, and somebody looked across and said to me, "You'd be good on TV." It was like a dream. It was like a really weird thing. And next thing you know, I was on TV. And then
with Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen, if you remember him.
Then I did a pilot for my own show about colour and how to colour with confidence. And that show was accepted by Sky TV. And then Millsy was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumour. And of course, that was not the time to do a show. And the weird thing is, after she passed away, I did a, what's it called?
Screen test?
A screen test for another show. And I looked so different that I thought...
At least you.
No, I did. And I thought my TV days are over. Because I just didn't have that same verve. I just didn't have that same energy. That's not to say I was dead, but I just didn't have that verve. And...
I think that's...
But it was a good experience.
Well, and you were great at it. It was called...
Yeah, but I don't know if I could be like that now. I think that time has gone, you know.
I don't think so. It was called House Gift.
Yeah.
So if you find it anywhere...
Yeah, it's a bit naff, but it was fun.
No, it's not. It was very good. It was
a bit naff.
Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen, who was a superstar in that time, actually.
I know. Suman! and I had to watch the show. Oh, Rani, you know Suman's on here. She's watching us. Monty's here. Yay. Monty, we don't know what we're talking about. We're just so happy to be with you. And I really, really want Bittu to play tabla for you. Now we've shown you our house. I hope that Bittu will play tabla for you. Will you? Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to move the chair back.
No, just swing the phone around.
No, here. You sit down.
Okay.
You sit here. And if I have to put the phone down a bit, I will. Here, darling.
Okay.
He's really good now. Not like I'm doing.
So, this is from... So, in tabla you have various styles.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Musical arrangements.
I'm going to move this back so you can see.
From Teen Tal, right?
Yep.
It's a qaida from Teen Tal.
What the hell does that mean? You're just speaking a different language.
But anyway, so the way it goes, it goes... No, don't say all
that. Stop saying that. It upsets me. What are you just saying?
Okay.
Can you do Bhangra first?
Let me
No, do Bhangra because it's a nice sound. That's not Bhangra. That's not Bhangra. Are you warming up? Are you warming up? Good. That's better. Yes, that's better. Dance, everybody! Woo! I like it. Now,
anyway.
a year ago, Bet,
Yes.
would you have been able to do that?
The thing is, if my guru saw me play that, he would be so offended.
Why?
Because tabla is like a classical instrument, right? It's a very ancient. It's an ancient musical instrument, and it's designed to be quite accompaniment of finesse, and just to bang it out is not really what it's designed for. It's more designed for like this.
I can't tell.
Because with this, it's designed to accompany dance. So, you know, the Indian styles of dance. Kathak as well, but, you know, the more classical forms where they depict scenes from the Ramayana, for example.
Right.
And it's designed to accompany that, whereas the previous one is more of a folk dance.
I like the folk dance.
That is more what's called a Bhangra beat, which is from Punjab, from northern India. And many of you might be familiar with that from weddings and so on. It's a very popular beat, and it has a very sort of accessible dance to it. Anyone can do.
Yeah.
So it's a bit difference between sort of pop music and classical music. So I've been learning classical music, but you know, once you learn classical music, you can play pop music. Right?
So the moral of the story here is learn something new, because it works your brain in an entire. So I learn about Ayurveda, right? I'm so interested in it, as are many of you, but I'm a lot of times learning about a subject that I know. And so it doesn't stretch me the way that this stretches Bittu, because this is a whole new language. It's like it's a whole new everything, isn't it, hon?
Well, it is, yeah. So for example, if someone said, okay, like it happens to us, right? So we need you to do a presentation on some aspect of Ayurveda by next Wednesday.
Yeah, we can do it.
We can do that because we know the nuts and bolts of it. We just need to finesse at the edges,
we need
right?
To, yeah.
This, you know, I don't know what my Keda from my Tekka, from my Tahai, you know, from my Gala, from my Dal, from my Bayan. It's a whole new language.
Yeah.
But I'm finding I'm having to use parts of my brain, and it, you know, when you have to sort of do something new, there's a bit of discomfort there.
Yeah.
But it is amazing.
It
right?
is.
So
I really admire you for that.
Tested on Tuesday as to whether I've passed or not. And you know, if you fail, that's it. It's game over.
What happens if you fail?
I think you have to reset the year.
No.
Yes, yes.
A whole year?
You might get to resit. Maybe there's a resit at the end of the summer, but they take it very seriously.
Wow.
You know, because it's a proper legit exam. You know.
Your teacher, he's hardcore, isn't he?
He is hardcore. Yeah, honestly, he'll say to me, "That was rubbish. Do it again."
What have you all learned that is completely new and has challenged you? What have you learned?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know.
Yeah.
If you've learned a new
Come
skill.
sit with us, Bet.
I will. Okay.
Can you share with us, any of you, if you've learnt anything
Well,
new?
I think we need to scroll to some messages actually.
Do you know what, Bittu? We should get your phone and scroll from that, because that's too far away from us now that we're in our new position that we don't really understand.
Yeah, we're not doing this again, guys.
We're
Sorry.
not doing this again. We want to go back.
Doris says we look awesome. Thank you, Doris.
Oh, Doris, we want
Evening,
to go back
Karen.
to our sofa. We're missing our sofa.
So this is Anne Buckridge. Staying home today, chilling out with some meditation.
Oh, nice, Anne.
Podcast and reading about shamanic wisdom. So we were friends into that.
Yeah.
I did a that thing where you go into a stone. So you build like a stone cover. And you go in there.
Like a man cave kind of.
Yeah,
it was a men's initiation.
There were some ladies there as well. I think
You
there
didn't tell me that.
There was one lady
You were all
there.
naked, you told me.
No, we weren't naked. We were in our pants.
You were all naked.
We were in our
your
pants.
pants with a lady in a
There was
cave.
one. The lady came. She was uninvited, but you can't say no. Anyway,
you can't say no.
Well-
No, I'm sorry. You say I've been married 25 years. I'm not allowed to sit in a cave in my underpants with a lady.
Anyway,
You're not allowed, just for the record.
me and sort of 6 blokes.
God, it's sounding more seedy by the minute.
It wasn't actually. It was really. So the idea is you sit in this very very hot thing that you created yourself. I think it's an ancient Native American kind of ritual. That was amazing actually. And it's lead, and the idea is it's so hot in there that you
have to take your pants off.
No, you don't, Anita. Can you please?
No, because it is a bit.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. What did you get from it, honey?
I actually got the stamina part because I think you have to do it a few times. But the idea is to try and access parts of your brain because you are lacking oxygen. You're very hot. It's to access parts of your brain that you can't access otherwise. To transport yourself. It was amazing.
That's
it was
what
amazing.
meditation does, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Hello, Skin Soul Solutions. Hi, nice to see you. Happy and thank you, Annie Doris. That's saying happy anniversary. Comfort and Joy is a lovely name. That was the brand, right?
Yeah,
Who
really
we got
nice.
our takeaway from on
Really
our
nice.
anniversary.
If you're in London, just give it a try.
They're in Mayfair.
Because
Yeah, it was very
support
nice.
the restaurants now.
We really
and if we're
do.
not comfortable to go there, we can at least get takeaways.
Oh yes, this is Amy TVHD.
Hi, Amy.
Excellent. Who did her first painting thanks to us. Well, not us,
Amy,
but
that's
thanks
great.
to. Actually, I really enjoyed that. Again, that is the sort of thing. If you're a lot of people will not draw because they think they're not very good, and they're under the misapprehension that they have to be good. They don't. They just have to draw, right?
Yeah.
So I think you think that that's not very good. I won't do that again. But painting is. You're not going to be a professional artist, unless you want to be. Just draw.
Yeah.
It is so transporting,
Yeah.
And the fact is, if you don't think it's good, other people will. I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah.
Hello, Nilis F from San Francisco. Hello, Ravi.
San Francisco, how's
Alex.
everybody there?
Oh, I think
How's
in America.
everybody in San Francisco. I'm feeling for you all.
I think San Francisco had they were all sort of free, and I think they just counties there have had to really lock down again now. Same over here in
And
Leicester.
I'm really, really sorry about that Bing guy, Bittu. I'm really sorry
Well,
about
that was
tormented soul. Bless him.
Thank you, Amy. Good luck for my exam. I know.
Thank you.
You'll know by next week how it went. I'll get the results at the end of August, but I'll probably get the lay of the land.
Can you cheat at all? Is it live? Like, how is it?
Well,
Because now our
I don't
son,
wanna cheat.
he had exams online, and he was saying, of course, all the kids are cheating because they're looking on Google while they're sitting the exam. And of course, why wouldn't they? Like, if it's online.
Because it's immoral. That's why.
No,
they
I know
wouldn't.
it's immoral, but you've got to have an even playing field. You can't
Yeah.
have everybody cheating and our son's doing it the right way. Like, that would be not using your,
I won't be cheating.
Can you do that in your exam?
I don't think so. I think
You'd only be cheating yourself, I get it, but
the thing is, if you
you don't
learn
want
an
to sit a
instrument,
whole year again.
I hope it doesn't come to that because basically it's me and a lot of 12-year-olds. I'm the oldest person in the class by about 40 years.
Do they give you an advantage, like a head start for
No.
being the oldest? They
No.
should, because your brain cells are little bit weaker than theirs, do you think?
Oh, dear you.
No,
Take that
but
back.
I would think they would be, wouldn't
No,
they, hun?
I don't think so.
I think they would
Thank
be.
you everyone. Thank you, wishing me good luck. Just do it. Who's that? Roma Martani. Yes, I will just do it.
Wow, there are parakeets in the garden.
I know.
So many parakeets. They're so beautiful, but what are they doing in this country, I wonder? What are they doing here?
Oh, thank you. Everyone's loving the house, darling. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I'll show you upstairs next week. Yeah, I'll show you all around next week. Our bed is made, but the bathroom's a bit of a mess, so I'll do that next week.
Yes, we're going to go back to opposition. Yeah, thank you so much.
Definitely. I'm so uncomfortable. What the hell is this? Bitchy's in front, I'm at the back. I can't see anything.
That's the way it should be. Gosh, man. So thank you. Yes, everyone's loving. I just want to catch up with the messages. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Oh, someone's saying they like that better. I wonder what they mean. What they mean the position. This is from Evolve Has Love in It.
You like this better? No, you
don't
can't
know.
like this better. I think you must like
Evolve Has Love in It, which actually is quite clever. I mean, it's a bit rearranged, but it has got love in it. You're right. Evolve has got love in it.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I didn't know that. And dog is God up
Backwards, that's true.
Which is
Music
awesome.
sends a beautiful vibrational frequency into your heart space.
What does?
Music does. This is from Anne Buckbridge.
It does.
Do you mean
It
playing
does.
or listening? I guess both.
Both,
I guess.
yeah.
But if you can playing an instrument is A, difficult, and B, very rewarding. It's worth, learning anything. I mean, from the youngest age, we all sort of learn the recorder, which is not a rewarding instrument to learn. It's not so much, apart from, Frere Jacques or Three Blind Mice, that's all you seem to learn on the recorder.
Oh,
You know.
but when I think of children playing the recorder, it fills my heart.
It does.
Because they're so proud, of that achievement.
Of their accomplishment. Yeah, because they can play a
It's
tune,
wonderful
right?
thing. It's a wonderful
They
thing.
can play a tune. So, okay.
Where's your phone, honey? We're
It's
going to
over
have to
there
go
somewhere.
soon anyway, but where's your phone?
Well, before we go, we want to say about the
Where
lovely
is your phone?
live. It's over there somewhere, I think. I don't know.
Should we not get it? Because then you
It's
can come
fine.
back up here. Okay,
and
live
it's-
this week. Tomorrow we've
Well,
got...
we had Kundalini Yoga last Sunday. That
And we're
was
gonna have her
really
back
good.
again.
Yeah, she was very good.
She's really good. And guys, we'd really appreciate it if you tell us which of the lives you really benefited from.
Yes, apart from mine,
Obviously, we
Right.
know that you enjoyed the art. Thank you for
Yes.
that. What else would you like to see coming back again? We've got some exciting... We're going to be putting a lot of our key contributors onto our site. We will soon be giving you access to one-to-one consultations with them. So what have you particularly enjoyed that you want a consultation with? And we're thinking of charging you a little bit as a donation. We don't even mind if you donate to a charity of your choice.
No.
But I think that it's quite a nice energy to be able to, if these contributors are giving,
To reward
can we
them,
give something back? If not to them, to
Yeah.
the ether, because it's all kind of connected in some way. So
Exactly right.
tell us what you've enjoyed. Tell us what you'd like to see more of. Would you like to give? It doesn't have to be a big amount. It could be a nominal £5-10. Hopefully we can all manage that. Just your feedback, especially you, our community that returns time and time again. Your feedback is the most important because we don't know what to do without it.
My favourite, I've loved them all. They've all been, we've been very lucky. I enjoyed the art. I enjoyed the Gong Girl as well.
Oh, yeah.
The
The
yoga
sound
has
bath.
been amazing. Nick,
I
maybe
enjoyed
it's a
Nick.
chat, having a chat doing yoga
Yeah.
was amazing.
But I enjoyed Nick's as well, yeah.
And then
And I enjoyed Annabelle's, our very own Annabelle.
Oh, yes.
Annabelle does our social media.
Yes.
And she did, if you didn't see it, she did Nidra Yoga. And she has got the most soothing voice. And there are lots of yoga teachers. Lots. But Annabelle has a gift, I think.
Yes, that's true.
It's a heartfelt gift. And I thoroughly enjoyed hers. And she was one of the first.
Yeah, that's true. And and Claire also one of
Kundalini Yoga, I loved.
that was really good.
I loved that one. I'm looking forward to more of
and
that.
I think we're going to ask that lady to come back as well. But yoga again tomorrow morning.
She's coming back.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Yoga again tomorrow morning. Haven't we?
Yoga tomorrow morning.
And we had
And a kind of Nidra Yoga on Monday evening. Then you're coming back Tuesday morning with your
So I know
breathing.
some of you guys joined me for my new round of. It's not. It's sold as breath work. We will incorporate breath work, but it's more a thing called Nidra Vyayamam, which is basically eye exercises. So as you go back to work.
NV for short.
NV for short, yeah.
NV for short.
But as you go back to work, just to help us. So I'm going to make it a morning routine for to energize and get ready for the day, and then an evening routine as well. So again, Mondays and Thursdays.
And with some affirmations.
Yes. Well, I was thinking
Affirmations are really, really powerful. You know how we will say during the day, we will say to ourselves, oh, I'm not very good at that. Oh, I don't like that. These are all affirmations. These are all say it and make it so.
Something I read the other day.
You're really good like that.
Something I read the other day was that if someone says to you, "Well, that wasn't very good. You were rubbish at that," right? That has a negative impact on your mental health.
Yes.
But if you say it to yourself,
It's even worse.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know, so we
do say it to
do
ourselves.
ourselves. So if you say it to yourself,
Yeah.
beat yourself up, it has the same impact as someone else doing it. So
Yeah.
can you imagine someone else saying to you the things you say to yourself? You can't. You would punch their lights out. If someone said that
You
to
wouldn't
you.
punch. Well, I don't think you'd punch their lights out, but I think you'd be very sad.
You'd be very
hurt,
sad.
You know,
So
because you're human.
if you wouldn't put up with someone else, why would you put up with it from yourself?
But affirmations are so important, and we will be some affirmations. Actually, mantras are affirmations in a sense because they have a resonance and a
Okay.
meaning. And so, Bittu will be going through some mantras and some affirmations. Back to the pranayama breathing as well.
So the way it's going to work
and
is
the exercises, eye exercises. It's going to be a whole rounded thing
apparently so.
to get you ready for bed.
Okay.
I'm Bittu's agent. I'm saying it on his behalf.
My coach. So yes, so the evening one will, as we build up, again, we're going to build up over the month, as we did with the Nadi Shodhana before and the Kapalabhati. We're going to build up over the month. So we're going to start off with the eye exercises, then incorporate pranayama into them as well, and then the affirmations as well. The thing about affirmations is, I always say that people are in different stages of their life. So not the same affirmation is not suitable for everyone.
I agree.
But I think it's important that you have your own mantra or affirmation.
But Han, at this time, there's a really good affirmation by Prama, who wrote Autobiography of a Yogi.
Oh yes, yeah.
Please, can you say his name?
I can't.
Prama.
I did look up the other day.
Yeah, so his affirmation is right for this time for everybody.
If you haven't read Autobiography of a Yogi, it's a good book.
It's about fear, and I think everybody at this point is feeling a level of fear. And the affirmation is, I am fearless, I am spaceless, I am timeless, I am ageless, I am infinite bliss. That is true for everybody.
It's true, but I think it's hard to engage with that one.
Why?
It's quite
Why?
hardcore.
Why?
I think shouldn't your affirmation be something a bit more
That's really
down to
easy. That's a really easy one.
What does spaceless mean? What does it mean?
Spaceless means I'm not this body. I'm not this body. So I don't need to be confined and fearful in this body because that's not the whole of me.
No, I agree with
The
that.
whole of me is so expansive that if I limit myself to feeling fearless in this body,
Fearful,
I'm not getting that this is just an illusion, that there's so much more to me, there's so much more to come, there's so much more to do. This is a teeny weeny...
So surely this is maybe because I'm quite utilitarian in my approach.
Yeah.
I would like to have something a bit more does what it says on the tin.
What would you?
So something like I am or today I will have no fear, that kind of thing. Something a bit more doable in the day. Would you not say? Or would you go for something a bit more...
Go for that. Go
Yeah.
for whatever you like. That's the one he went for. That's the one he...
Which I know is very popular. I've heard of it, but
But
it's very
go
popular.
for whatever feels right to you. But do try in the morning repeating affirmation.
Yeah, I think that's a good
try
one.
it because you do feel better for it. And keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it all day long. And have it on your wall and just keep repeating it and see what happens.
Amy says, you're very funny looking, she says.
Oh, she didn't say
No,
that.
she said you're very funny.
Amy.
She said you're very funny. I said
Thank
you're very
you,
funny
Amy.
looking.
Thank you, Amy.
Anne Buckley, training to be a yoga teacher, which has been on hold during lockdown, of course. Hope you qualify this year. Thank you so much. Well, I've got one more year to go after this year. It's a 3-year course. I've got 1 year to go. So qualifying for a yoga teacher.
Good on you.
Yeah, good on you. Well done,
I think
you.
for you to do it on lockdown, for it to be on hold, must have deepened your
Yeah.
knowledge in
Well,
many ways. So
that's true.
you'll be a better yoga teacher for it. And
Will you
then-
be any particular type of yoga, sort of hatha, kundalini?
Then we'll have you here for a
Ashtanga?
live.
Yes, we'd
We'll
love
invite
that.
you for a
when
live.
you get your final certificate, then do get in touch and we'll have you on doing a live for
Yeah.
us. And you'll get lots of good feedback as well.
Definitely. So, guys, we must...
Oh yeah, Cooking with Monica was very popular.
Oh,
Darcy-
Monica's lovely.
Yeah,
Hasn't
yeah.
she got a lovely energy?
She has.
Monica's
We're having her
lovely.
back as well, I think.
We will do another cooking class,
Yeah.
definitely, because cooking is popular.
Those-
we can
those-
definitely get Monica back. Actually, we're going to get Ravinda from Comfort and Joy.
Oh,
We're gonna
yes.
get her back, and we'll be giving away her book and some Morley products. We're doing something exciting together.
She was off the telly as well, wasn't she?
She's gorgeous, just
Yeah.
gorgeous. I mean, physically, emotionally, she can cook. She's amazing. And so we'll be getting her to do a cookery class for you.
Those
sharing some tips.
carrot fritters, I've actually made them. I made them with
That was somebody else.
zucchini. I know it was.
Yeah.
But I made them with zucchini the next day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
You
very,
didn't share
very.
any with me.
No, why would I share them? They were very. Darling, deep fried food is not good for you.
No, I know. Thank
Yes,
you.
kundalini yoga was great. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you enjoyed that. It
Yeah,
was.
we'll do
you know,
more kundalini. What are you saying, Som? What
so
are you saying?
she's your sister, right? So she's a bit biased, but I just love the both of you. Thank you so much.
I
Your
love
balance of
you.
love is joy to us. Oh my God, bless your heart.
I love you, Som. How are you
Yes,
settling?
Tara Bray also loved the sound bath. Yes, we had
Yeah,
the
Tara,
Gone
we'll
Girl
have it
twice.
back. We
That
will
was
have it
really,
back.
really good. It was
Well,
so.
there was two. There was the Gong Girl, and then there was the bowls.
Oh yes, yeah.
So gong and bowls, quite different sounds, but both incredible.
Very, very good. I remember that.
Yeah, really good. So
But you should
guys,
be the Indian Bond
what should do Indian bong? Oh yeah.
man. No, I should be the Indian Bond man. That'd be lovely.
Bond.
What is the name of the book again, please?
Which one?
I think maybe the autobiography
of a Yogi?
of a yogi. Yes.
Apparently, Steve Jobs would read that again and again and again. He read it for all of his adult life, and it was the book that he gave to all the guests at his funeral. He had already.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He'd already written it in his.
It's quite a hefty
will,
tone. You have to sort of
that he
commit.
wanted them to have autobiography of a yogi and the Bhagavad Gita. And autobiography of a yogi really is about. It's about being more expansive than we think we are. It's about miracles happening, like levitating and being able to hold your breath and go without food and all of these things. The power of the mind, the power of the body to be limitless.
Well, pranayam actually ultimately is to be able to go without air.
There you
It's
go.
to go without breath, right?
There
It's
you go.
the ultimate control of your breath.
Yeah.
Is the ultimate goal of pranayam.
Yeah, and to control without really controlling as well.
Yeah, of course,
Like,
absolutely right.
we want to control. It's not that kind of control.
So Melody, I hope that answers your question. I hope that's what you're talking about.
Melody.
Melody LC, who asked the question.
lovely
What the name
name,
of the book?
Melody.
So my was just
Yeah.
thank you. We'll try it after a lifetime of being put down. The thing about being put down is right. So what? Let them put you down, right? It's always say there's a saying
Who
that
are they? Who are these?
who
people?
are these?
What do they mean to you?
Also, offence can only be taken; it can't be given.
Yeah, I know, but darling, that's easier said than done.
It is.
So, but these people who are putting you down, can you try again just to have compassion for them? Because they're
said that last week,
sad buggers.
Easy.
Sorry, I was going to say something ruder than that, so lucky I said buggers. That
That was quite rude.
It's quite rude, but if you knew what I was thinking in my head, it was ruder. So they're quite sad. Now I'm not having compassion because they're hurting you. I'm sorry about that. But
What I was going to say was,
they're sad.
Hate,
So,
as the saying goes, hate is going to hate, right?
Hate is
but
gonna
don't hate yourself. Don't add to that by then buying into that and then repeating that mantra to yourself and reaffirming what these
If they-
externals are saying.
if they had real love and peace in their heart, they could never hate you.
Yeah.
They could never put you down.
It's
so
true.
just feel compassion for them because they know not what they do.
Oh my God! So we're loving here. So Amity H says Ravinda is my cousin. Oh my gosh!
Have we connected? Yeah, your cousin. We so enjoyed the meal. We so enjoyed it.
There we
it
go.
was amazing.
This is from just clarifying who the author of
Autobiography.
is. Paramhansa
Yeah,
Yogananda.
that's the
it.
one,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the one.
So have you read that? Yes. I have to
Yeah.
study it as part of my yoga. Wow, you have to study.
how
That
lovely.
is a lot of books to study.
Yeah, it is. You know
Wow.
how many times I've got to page 81 and then I've stopped? Because actually now I'm finally getting it. But
You have to be in the
my
right
problem
position,
is,
I think.
no, but my problem is there's so much I want to read. There's so much I want to read. I want to devour it all. That I then go on to,
The next thing.
I want to read this and I want to read that. And when we go on holiday, Bittu would always say, don't read those books. Read a novel for the joy of reading a novel. But I so love reading those books. They fill me up. But it would be fun to read. But it would be fun to read.
But
a
if you
novel
enjoy
as
them, then
well.
you should read them, right?
No, but it would be fun to read a novel as well.
Well, I think fiction has truth as well. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, it's a bit of a oxymoron, but many a true word spoken in jest.
I agree.
Fiction can give us an exaggerated version
Yeah.
of truth.
Yeah.
And by engaging with it at a entertainment level, you can realize truths where a lot of the self-help books tend to be a little bit too self-righteous or
Yeah,
preachy, perhaps
if you pick
didactic.
Up, No, but if you pick up the ones in the airport that say, I can make you slim in 7 days, I can make you happy in 7 days, that's all blooming nonsense. Just
Blimey, you're on a roll today.
Just read the title and leave. That's
That's true.
Just leave. But those old books, the old
well, even
books.
How to Make Friends and Influence People, right? That's a really old book, right? If you want to read those sort of self-help guru books, just read that one.
Is that the good one?
Well, because it was the first one, right?
Was it?
Well, it was the first one that really took off.
I think actually Louise Hay was one of the first, in the 70s, was one of the first big self-help book people.
Louise Hay from Australia?
No, Louise Hay, but she was really good actually.
Yeah.
She wrote You Can Heal Yourself. She was
really
I
remember
good.
that. Yeah, that's a... See, these are all the forerunners of the current sort of, lose weight in 7 days or...
Yeah, forget that lose weight in 7 days. Just meditate, get to know yourself, be comfortable with yourself. When you're not, talk to a friend, sit with it, and realise we all have good and bad days, and that's okay. Right. That's all right. We all have bad days. I had a bad day this week. Which day was it? I got really close to somebody on Instagram. Not really close, but we were sort of doing business together, and there was a blurred line between doing business and being friends, and it got a little bit uncomfortable for a minute. But you have to find the lesson in it, don't you? You have to find the lesson.
That's true.
And what I recognise is that nobody's coming from a bad place.
Yes.
Nobody's coming from a bad place.
Nope.
Just a misunderstanding.
Well, that was one of my teachings when we spoke about last week. Is that don't assume that someone did the thing that upset you to upset you.
No, I don't think people generally do.
They really don't. Don't assume straight away that person did that thing to upset me.
No.
It may have upset you, but that was probably not their intention.
No.
They probably had an entirely different... It may not have been entirely positive, but don't assume it was meant to upset you because it probably wasn't.
No, exactly. Anyway, we should go now.
So, Melody, Chameleon Aura is a beautiful book.
Oh, thank you, Melody.
Okay, we'll look that up. I'm check my phone now because Chameleon Aura. Is that vaguely sort of to do with the things we talk about? It sounds fantastic. You know what chameleon? Chameleon is
like a butterfly.
No, well, it's a lizard.
Yeah,
but it changes colour to match its environment.
Like a caterpillar changing form. I like that. Thank you.
Any books by BAME authors? Actually, well, autobiography by Yogi of Yogi, of course. Now, BAME, I think in the current...
What is BAME again?
Black and minority ethnic.
Yeah.
So, autobiography of Yogi. I don't know who Chameleon Aura... And a lot of the books we recommend are actually... But you're right, some of the earlier self-help books were by white European authors. Yeah. But we have had, new books. There was the fantastic one called Slay in Your Lane. I don't remember who that was written by, but that got loads of press. At the moment, BAME authors are killing it online, in the charts rather, sorry. Why I Don't to Talk to White People About Race. These titles tend to be quite provocative to books to get sales. But when you read them, the actual messages they tell you are not as provocative as the titles would suggest.
But Mr. Corshall,
yes, dear.
We will soon do our hour.
Yes.
And yet again, we won't be able to record because we'll have gone over an hour.
We will be fine. Okay, just quickly.
So
Agile 50 wants to know who that book's by. I think that's Chameleon Aurora.
Look it up. What happened, Marnie? Did Arsenal win?
Oh,
our son's doing a dance around the house. I think Arsenal
is the best book. Is the best book. Okay. Yes. Well. Yeah. Exactly right. It's got lots of love actually.
Yeah.
You can read my book. So yes, Sumsum is writing a book.
Yes, my sister's writing a book. That's what she did in lockdown.
Yes, she did. She worked very hard on it.
She spent her time writing a book.
Yes.
You'll all be seeing it soon, and it will be a brilliant book.
Yeah, because she's very talented. Sumsum.
Is that Vanita there?
Yeah, Vanita Oakley. Yep.
Hi,
first
Vanita.
help books in the first. Oh, of course. What? The first self-help books were the scriptures. You're right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course they were.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because they're lessons in life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good point.
We should
have said that.
To
go back to. Well, you go back.
That's what I go back to.
Yeah, you go back to your source text.
But when I was younger, I would read things like Louise Hay, and I think that's the level I was at, and so that was good.
Everyone has to have an access point, an entry point.
Has to have it, and that entry point is just fine.
Yeah, if you're reading the Upanishads or the Rig Vedas at 17, well done. But most of us aren't get up to that. Yeah. We need to read,
But nowadays children are. Sure. Well, they have the access to if they so choose.
Yeah. When I was young, it was Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Do you remember that?
Yeah, you've got 2 copies of that actually.
Yes.
One was given to you by a girlfriend.
They always are.
I haven't thrown it.
That was a real sort of, yeah.
You did throw away the teddy bear finally, didn't you? That was given to you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, bit. We're
A lot of
going to
people
go
loving...
over our hour, and
yes,
then
I've been lovely. Thank you, Doris. I hope you got your products, or we're on their way, hopefully. The Alchemist as well by
Paolo.
Yes, who died, I think, recently. Bless him, didn't
Bless
he?
him. Look at the legacy he left.
I know.
Another really good one is the 4 agreements. If we talk about newish books, the 4 agreements: be impeccable with your word. Super important. What are the other?
I really value
agreements?
that. That was very important to
Be
me, actually.
impeccable with. Yeah, you're very good like that. Being impeccable.
That's one of the
with your
4.
word. Yeah,
Tune in next week for the
What, do
more.
anybody remember what the others are?
Who is this even by? Hello, Anita. Hello.
Be impeccable with your word.
Yeah, Deepak Chopra is a Bane author. It says Bane here, who's one of the Batman villains. I think that's what you meant, Anita.
Oh gosh, I can't remember. Anyway, we'll go
Deepak
back
Chopra,
to it next week.
I mean, Deepak Chopra. Okay, he's maybe a bit overexposed, so he
Never
can
mind.
a little bit, but he has got some good stuff to say.
He's got very skinny now, hasn't he?
Has he? That's right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you get older, like I'm like that, like I lose it all on my face. So it just happens. Anyway, it's nothing.
Well,
to
you
do
know what?
with-
As Kate Moss said, you can't be too rich or too thin.
Yeah, you can. Be impeccable with your word. I can't remember. Do you know what? Look, this any minute now, we're going to lose everything. We have to go.
Never place blame.
Never place
that's
blame.
true.
That's
Guys,
good.
we are going
We're
to... So
gonna have
it's
to
been a
go.
bit shambolic today.
Yeah, I don't like our new position.
I knew
I'm
you
going
kind of
back.
threw us out. We're going back to the...
We're going back to the sofa.
We're going back to the sofa.
We're going back to the couch.
Yes, hopefully we'll be a bit more organised next week and a bit more on it. And we'll share some more Ayurvedic wisdom, which I think we've simply failed to do today.
We failed to do that today. We've just talked. We've just talked.
Interesting, fun stuff, I think you'll find.
Well, we just... Really, I don't know what we've done. But anyway, I adore you all and thank you for being here.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. You read that.
Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yes,
Yes, Susan Jefferson. She was
Jeffers.
Jeffers. Anyway,
Yeah.
she was one of the first. She was good. I liked that book. But you see, again, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Read the title and you know what it's about. It's like 200 pages of Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, right?
Yes.
So just read the title and go, I got you. But if you go to the old scriptures, there'll be depth.
Yes.
It will say, feel the fear and do it anyway. And this is how you need to meditate. You need to nourish your body with the right foods. And when you think about, the doshas, some parts of the garden get lots of sun and they thrive on it. Other parts of the garden get shade and they thrive on shade. And it's about knowing whether you're better in the sun or shade, because we are a micro, macro of nature, right? So that's what we have to remember, is know thyself.
You're peaking a bit too late now. You should have said this stuff an hour ago.
Anyway, we've got to go next week.
Yes.
And if anybody remembers the 4 agreements, just ping us.
Yes, please
otherwise
do.
we'll mention them next week.
Yeah, the 4 agreements.
Lots of love, everybody. Have a brilliant week.
Thanks, guys.
And take care.
Bye.